So finally, the Sri Lankan series is now lost. But I'm actually happy about this result, and I'll tell you why. Hello, friends, welcome to the Indian Psychology. I'm Dr. Jithendra. Now, when I tell you that I'm happy about the result that India lost this series, you might think that I'm actually against India or I was rooting for Sri Lanka. No, I was actually rooting for India to win, but I'm actually happy that Sri Lanka won this series because of the few things. And I believe that this loss will make the Indian team and BCCI face the reality and also think about their priorities in my point of view. I am not going to pinpoint at any single player or any single selection and tell you that this selection was not right or that selection was not right because that's not my job. And people who are inside will have a better understanding of players and their talents and they're fit for this particular match. So I'm not going to go into that. So you can pick the 11 according to your preference. But the problem is how you approach the whole game. Now, it all started way back in the World Cup, in my point of view. India might have won the T20 World Cup, but I personally believe that if it is not for Rohit Sharma, the lone warrior throughout the entire series, you could tell me that no, a lot of people pitched in and they played really well. Like, for example, Kuldeep Yadav. I can understand that. But from my point of view, if not for Rohit Sharma, we would not have won the World Cup. Now, I'm giving Rohit Sharma a whole lot of credit to whatever happened, and I'm taking credit away from certain players. You might think about Virat Kohli, who was instrumental in actually winning that World Cup for us. No. What I'm saying is that the 11 did not play with the same attitude Rohit Sharma approached the game. The same goes for the Sri Lankan series as well. Except for Rohit Sharma, I don't believe the Indian team at this point of time are actually playing the game. Rather, they are just going through the motions, and I'll tell you why. Actually, for the past 3 or 4 years, ever since the dreaded disease hit us, the world of cricket has actually changed, and so have our priorities. The priorities are set in getting the crowd for the stadium rather than winning the match or actually playing the game. This is to ensure that there is a level of financing that comes into the game. It's all good to market your game or actually be able to make money off of your game, but when it becomes your whole predisposition, and you care about nothing else, then it is a bigger problem. And I believe that that is what is happening with the current Indian selection. The current Indian selection is made in such a way so that they can pull crowd into the stadium or maybe secure sponsorships for their team or things like that, rather than concentrating on the game. I'm not blaming anybody of corruption or favoritism or anything, but it seems to me that you first fill up players so that you can get sponsors, and then you fill up the rest of the players to actually experiment with different things and try to win a game. I believe that Rohit Sharma is getting severely burned because of this entire exercise. I really feel sorry for him because I personally feel like he is the only one carrying the entire team on his shoulders. Believe me, I am not a Rohit Sharma fan, I'm an MS Dhoni fan. But it actually seems to me like Rohit Sharma is the only person who is carrying the entire team on his shoulders like Sachin used to do way back in time. It's all well and good when the other players are actually pitching in, but I personally feel like nobody is actually feeling secured in the team and nobody feels like they are a part of the team anymore. Most importantly, I don't believe that most people really understand why they are picked in the team and what is their role in the team. Because I see a lot of bits and pieces cricketers coming into the team and they are neither being bowlers nor being batsmen. Now, they don't understand their roles clearly, and that is why they are not able to focus on a particular aspect of the game. You might tell me that they are all rounders, but all-rounders are not bits and pieces cricketers. They are actually complete package. An all-rounder will be able to do batting, bowling, and fielding equally well. It's not like on any given day I will be a batsman or on any given day I will be a bowler. No, he will actually be a complete cricketer who will be able to contribute on the field on all three aspects, and maybe on certain days he will fail on either one of those aspects. That is whom I would call an all-rounder. But I don't really believe that the current set of players can be called all-rounders because it is completely left to chance whether they will be bowling well on that day or batting well on that day and what is the reason behind you picking them as a player for the current playing 11. And this is where the problem of misplaced priorities come in. In Tamil, we have a saying called Mudalil Konal, Muttrilum Konal. The angle at which the line start determines its destiny. We'll be thinking, what if it is just 1 degree off the mark? It's just 1 degree off the mark, but the line is going to continue on that same trajectory and it's going to lead us nowhere. That is the problem with the current Indian selection. Even in the Zimbabwe squad, they were not fully committed to their squad. Agreed, you wanted to send a B team to the Zimbabwean tour, but if you are going to send a B team to the Zimbabwean tour, at least they should be prepared and they should actually feel like they are actually the future T20 stars of Indian cricket. Or are they being treated as India's President 11 or other B Indian squads which go on playing games just as a squad which begins a test series or a one-day series in the yesteryears? So what am I proposing as a solution to the current mess? We have to go back to the days of Ganguly and think about our playing 11, and we have to trust and find a good playing 11 who are playing their game based on their merits. If you're going to select a bowler, select him as a bowler. If you're going to select a batsman, select him as a batsman. Don't tell them that if you fail as a bowler, try to make a contribution as a batsman. Then there will be no role clarity and people will not know why they are picked or why they are dropped. Two, concentrate on your priorities. Yes, it's very important for you to make the game financially viable. But I don't really believe that BCCI is now in such a place that it needs finances badly. I believe that BCCI is taking its fans for granted and thinking that no matter what, if I just have a few star players, people will watch my game. I believe that in this current series, there will be a lot of drop in viewership. And believe me, it's not because all the star players are not playing. No, it's not because of that. The Indian fans are generally losing interest in following the game because everybody nowadays feel like it is only driven by monetary gains and not by actually having the passion for playing the game. Three is re-establish your trust with the fan base. I'm not criticizing you because you have a favoritism or you are biased towards selecting few people. I understand that people will pick people based on a lot of selection criteria and few people might get missed from that playing 11, and it is completely rational and it might not be biased in any means. But does it look sincere to the fans who are following the game is the question at hand. And if you are a fan or a follower of Indian cricket, what do you think about the things that I've spoken right now? Do you think that BCCI is right now suffering from misplaced priorities? Please post your comments below. Thanks for watching this video and have a great time.